Check 1, 2. Let's see if this worked. Going live. Are we live? Oh, I think we are. Oh no. Having some problems here with the old system. Might have crashed. Oh. It's playing. Oh, sweet. Okay. Oh, did I freeze? I might have frozen. On my end, it looks like I froze. Oh. It's playing. Oh, sweet. Okay. Oh, did I... Okay, let's turn that off. Hey, Catalin. Hey, Willem. Andrea says sound and picture. Okay, so I think we're good, but when I look at it, it's all messed up. I wonder if that's... guess it's just not something to worry about. No, we hear you loud and clear. Okay. Okay, cool. Well, if you guys notice anything funny, just let me know in the comments, and I'll just I'll keep rocking. In Switzerland, you aren't frozen. That's good. Okay, sweet. How are you guys doing? Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the rock music live stream. We don't have too many submissions for this one. That's cool. I got about 9, I think. Okay, here in Texas. Hey, Michael. Awesome. Welcome. What's going on down in Texas? Here in Vancouver, things are pretty chill. Just having, a gray winter. Getting lots of work done here. Spending lots of hours in front of the screen. Trying to stay healthy. Got in my morning run today. Drinking a nice healthy smoothie. Looks gross, but it's healthy. And yeah, I was working on a rock track late last night. I didn't quite finish it, unfortunately, so I feel bad. I didn't, I usually complete these challenges, but, hey Gareth, but this one is like 50% there. So I'll try to open up the session for you guys later, and hopefully it won't, crash this live stream. Yeah, Academy is rocking as well. I'm kind of taking a little bit of time away from composing this month, more so than usual, just to do some updates in the Academy, reorganize things, and just provide a better experience overall. So a few things are going to change at the end of this month, but I think it'll make for a better, stronger community overall. So I'm excited for that. So one thing I've been having issues with with this live stream situation, and I can't seem to figure out, maybe it didn't happen today, but when I go live on my channel, it doesn't notify anybody. And so it only gets notified. People only get notified once it's finished, and like the actual broadcast gets posted on the channel. I'm not sure if that's the software that I'm using to live stream, or if it's something in my YouTube backend. But if you happen to be a subscriber to the YouTube channel and you're not in the Academy, and you got a notification and you're listening to this, let me know. I'd be curious, because I'm trying to figure it out. I've been messing with some settings to see if I can change that. But it's weird because it means that like no one sees us until it's all done. Only the people inside the Academy know about it because I post about it. But yeah, let me know. Hey, Arco, what's going on? How are things? How are things in the UK? Signature Music Services is here. Hello. Welcome. Good to see you. Again, let me know if you are outside of the Academy and you got a notification on YouTube. I'd be very curious to know whether that worked or not. Give me 1 second here, guys. Okay, so that's looking good. Music theory worksheets. That's keeping you busy, eh? Right on. Arco's learning. Okay, awesome. Guys, let's just dig right into this. Let me pull up the first track. First submission for today. I'm a little unprepared, so bear with me here. I haven't actually listened to all of these. Some of them I have. But the first submission is from Mervin. We've got not much information here. Mervin just says he used the Electric Sunburst Deluxe and vintage drums, etc., to create this track. Gareth says he got a YouTube notification. Okay, thank you for letting me know. That's good to know. Cool. All right, let's check out this track. Here we go. All right, sweet. Awesome. Thank you so much, Mervin. I was taking some notes here. Let's chat about this track. This is a great way to start it off. Totally agree with that. Super high energy. Love it. I would have, I think just like the last thought I had here is I would have ended it on, it sort of had like an outro feel to it, which is cool. I think I would have ended it on like a power button ending kind of thing with the drums. Maybe some kind of like final hit or something like that. But yeah, I love the I love the chorus chants. Like the vocal energy, I think just brings it to a whole new level. It sounds like that is sampled. I don't know if like if you just like took one note and then just like put it through a sampler. Kind of an interesting way to do it. And I think the one small thing that I would pick on, and this is probably something that some feedback that'll probably carry through quite a few of the tracks, is that I think the toughest thing to do with rock tracks is really kind of figuring out the drums, making them sound punchy and huge. And I really like the detail that you're adding to these drums, like these little like fills and stuff. Like that's really great. I think maybe that the kick felt really punchy and beefy, but the snare felt a little like weak compared to it. And I it's not that I can't hear it. It's just, it feels like it's mostly clap energy. I kind of wanted to hear like a big, kind of beefy snare with a lot of body to counter that kick energy. So that would be, I don't know, I guess my one little point of feedback. Hopefully that helps. Looks like the folks in the stream liked it. I think that it was, it's a great way to start it off. Arco says sports advert, 100%, totally. Dancing in your bed. Hey, Floey, welcome. Okay, so thanks, Mervin. Let's keep it rocking. Who's next? Okay, moving to the next submission. This is from Pablo. Roots and Wings by Pablo Maza. Okay, so Pablo says, hey, Steve, I wrote it thinking about my mom and how she used to say parents should provide to their sons roots so they can always come back to where they belong, and wings so they can fly away as high as they can. Awesome. It's a very special song to me. I wrote it with my acoustic guitar and with the apple of my eye, my Redhead Jaguar. I used VST drums though, but it is also me on the bass and electric piano. Also me on the vocals. Okay. Inspired by Frusciante's Curtains album. Can't get enough of this work. Okay, sweet. Thank you so much, Pablo. Looks like it's a little bit quiet, especially compared to the last track. So I am going to turn up the gain a bit. Okay, here we go.
A memory so strong, I struggle to spread this dementia inside my head. Oh, there's stinging holes that hide under my flesh. Learn to thought you were. I thought you could hear me out. This open into my chair. All they want to conquer us is despair. Childhood streets not safe. Eventually will be effaced. Roots and wings coming out of my face. Oh, I lit up window cracks inside my head.
Very cool. Very cool, Pablo. I like that that discordant kind of Nine Inch Nails outro with the synth there. That was really cool. But yeah, very, very mellow, chill Frusciante vibes there as well. And some really tasty lead guitar work. So I really appreciate that. I think maybe my one observation from it, I was really hoping that the vocals would be a little bit more upfront. They felt a bit buried in the mix. So I think I wouldn't hesitate to kind of bring them forward a little bit. I mean, that's where vocals belong. Otherwise, really, really tasty. There was like a moment here where it felt like there was like some sort of extraneous noise. I can't remember exactly where it is. I'm not sure what that was, but it felt a little out of place. But yeah, maybe I don't. Maybe that was intentional, some texture there. But it felt like something was moving in the mic or something like that. But yeah, great track. Thank you so much for submitting that. Let me check in with the comments. What are the people saying? Floey says, love the vibe. The mix could be better. Great anyways. Yeah, I think, I think the vocals is the main issue with the mix for me. But whenever there is vocals in the track, it's funny because I just wrote a demo for the band that I play with, and I was like really not stoked on my own vocals, and I intentionally buried them in the mix. And then I realized that it's like maybe some people, I'm not saying that Pablo's doing this, but maybe some people like me, I just like don't want to hear their voice too much. I mean, at least for me, I'm always kind of like, I don't want to hear myself sing. It's kind of hard when you're not a strong singer. And so there's like a tendency to maybe like put it low in the mix because because you're not feeling confident about it. So maybe it's a confidence issue, but for me it is sometimes. Anyway, thank you so much, Pablo. Great work. Okay, Catalin is up next. Catalin sent me a little something. Let me check this. Okay, so this is a track called Work Hard, Play Hard. Catalin says, this will be my last submission for now. I want to thank the PMA and Stevie. I've learned a lot in the time that I spent here. My original goal coming into the Academy was to enter into Motion Array. Failed at that, unfortunately, with 2 submissions, and writing for a third one would be unproductive. Among the things I learned at PMA are to set goals and be productive, and I feel I need to put more work in finishing, uploading, and releasing music. Right on. This track, for example, Work Hard, Play Hard, was started in 2019, and it will be up on Spotify and streaming services on the 8th of March on International Women's Day. It's special to me because it's the track that my then girlfriend, now wife, really enjoyed when I first showed it to her. That's awesome, man. It had strong, empowering message that came about while playing with a random vocal and trying to make it sound good. The distorted guitar is a result of experimenting with Nembrini virtual amps and the mastering chain while I was testing the 2-bus compressors and limiters, and ended up leaving 12 plugins there. 12 plugins, wow. 3 limiters and 3 compressors. Really enjoyed making it. Don't worry, speakers are not going to explode. Hey, Catalin, thank you so much for being a longtime member of the Academy. I really appreciate your support and your presence in there. And I'm really happy to have featured your work throughout the last, I don't know how long you were in the Academy. It felt like quite a while. You were always participating in the challenges. I really appreciate that. And as always, I'm really happy to feature your music today. So let's listen to this track by Catalin. Here we go.
Down.
Sweet. Oh man, I love it. Catalan, who's singing? It sounds really cool. I love that it's like it's kind of like a chorus vocal, but like reshaped throughout the arrangement. Very, very cool, man. Yeah, very relatable lyrics. Yeah, it reminded me like how I felt about getting out of Ottawa growing up, moving here. Work hard, get out of this town. Yeah, so cool. There's a lot of I liked about this mix. The one thing that I think is really cool that's worth pointing out is that it's not a typical rock song in the sense that there's like huge guitars. Like there's not a lot of guitar presence in it. You just have this like really sweet fat bass line in it, which gives it that rock vibe, and the drums, like, you know, and the percussive feel to it too. But it has also kind of like there's like a really tasteful synth and piano energy to it, which just carries it in this nice way without having to add in like, yeah, that typical like distorted guitar kind of like, you know, which is what we all associate with rock music kind of typically, right? So I thought that was a really cool stylistic choice that you made. And yeah, I totally agree with Willem here. I loved the breakdown as well. And there was some really interesting synth textures that you kind of sprinkled in throughout the mix as well, which I thought was super cool. Catalan says the vocals from an a cappella pack by Ghost Hack. Oh, okay, cool. Excellent. The singer's name is Ginny. Okay, great. Thanks for letting us know. That's really, really cool. Awesome. Thanks so much, Catalan. You're the best. What a great submission and a great way to cap off your submissions to the Academy, man. Again, appreciate you a lot, and I'm wishing you the best, man. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. We got a submission from Andreas, and I've heard this one. I don't think I've heard the revised mix, but I've heard the original idea, and I'm super pumped to show this to you guys. It's called Rock That Thing. Let me see. I think Andreas sent along some notes as well. And yeah, so Andreas says, excuse me. Hey, Academy friends. For this month, I started with the drums and found a great beat in Arcade. Then I played the bass. The track was nearly double the length than it is now when I recorded the bass guitar. After quantization, I recorded the first and second electric guitar, played some piano, and then I was inspired to crap the mic and grab the mic, sorry, and sang some words to surprise the Academy. Sorry. My eyes are so bad. After that, I thought this could work pretty well and sent it in for some feedback to Stevie B. And what comes next is yet another surprise. I then asked my 14-year-old student if he would like to add a solo, and he did. If you want to hear more from him or cheer him on, you can find him here. Maybe I could put his YouTube link in the comments. Am I able to do that? I don't even know. He will probably be here for the live stream. Okay. If he is, greetings. Let me see if I can add his YouTube page to the comments here. I never tried this before. Sometimes it gets weird when you add links. That work? There you go. Okay, cool. All right, let's give this a listen. Here we go.
Are you ready to rock? Let's do it. Take your guitar and rock the thing. Take your drums and the beat again. You know we need some bass. Whoa.
Yes. Rock and roll. I love it, man. Andreas, you're the best. And listen to that guitar solo, that blistering guitar solo at the end. Super cool. Super cool, man. I feel like it's cleaner and it has like, it's like you cleaned it up from what I think I first heard. It sounds just like tighter. I still feel like there's maybe room for the vocals to come up a little bit in the mix, but especially during the chorus parts when there's like a lot of energy filling the void. Another thing you could do is maybe, you know, like for like a future track, doesn't have to be for this one, but is like add a double like on the vocal to kind of thicken it out a bit. That's another idea. It doesn't, I feel like some of the rock tracks that like my favorite ones, like they don't have really, really like loud vocals. Like if you listen to a lot of like AC/DC stuff, it's the vocals are loud, but they're not like, in the mix, they're kind of blended in a way that like you still like they're not soaring on top of everything. They're kind of like more blended, and I think that works for a lot of rock music too. So like, there's no one way of doing it. Gareth says he loves the groove. Absolutely. Yeah, nice work, Andreas. Great vocals. Great vocals, man. Rock that thing. And I love that it's Academy themed. You're awesome, dude. You are awesome. I appreciate you. Okay. Thank you so much. Let's move on to, I think this is Willem's track. Let me just check the notes. Yeah. Okay. So we got a track here from Willem, Tearing Down the House, featuring Chad Kaya. How cool is that? We got a collaboration going on here. This is awesome. 2 Academy members. Oops. I just clicked off your submission. My bad. There we go. Okay. Willem says, thank you for this challenge. It motivated me to try a genre I've never done before, rock. I followed the riff rock course on PMA and had tons of fun creating an epic kick and snare. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Awesome. Yeah, I'm working on updating this rock course. That'll be the next update. Just did the lo-fi one. So if you've got access to the rock course, then you can expect some new content in there pretty soon. Willem says, I don't even own a guitar, and it has been years since I played it. So I tried workarounds with Apple Loops and using my MIDI keyboard. But after a couple of days tweaking my MIDI and watching YouTube videos on tricks to get realistic guitar sounds using MIDI, it's so hard, right? I almost gave up the whole project as a bad job. Hey, man, I don't blame you. It's tough. It's tough. Then I decided to maybe try a collaboration. This is a great idea. I've never collaborated with anyone before, so I was a bit nervous about their whole thing. I contacted my good friend Alex B for advice, and he recommended contacting Chad. Alex himself couldn't help me at the moment because he's busy finishing up his doctoral thesis. Yeah, we all got to send Alex some good energy. Right now, our good friend Alex B is working towards finishing his PhD. He's defending his thesis real soon, so I'm assuming that you probably won't be able to make this live stream or maybe the next one. But once he's done that, hopefully he'll be back in action and we can feature his music for the next live stream. But everybody send him a big shout out. He is working super, super, super hard right now. I don't know how he does it. He's got like a family to take care of. And I was like, when I talked to him, he's like, I'm taking care of my family, writing a PhD, and I'm working on all this music. I'm like, dude, you're crazy. Anyway, Willem says, long story short, Chad is awesome. Chad is awesome. He redid the rhythm, riff, and lead guitars, and I couldn't be happier. 100% agreed. Chad is the man. He is the man. Feel free to give us some feedback and critique. Okay, let's listen to it. Here we go. Yes. Yes. What an amazing collab. You guys absolutely killed it. Great work on this. I feel super licensable to me. It just, yeah, absolutely catchy riffs indeed. Chad, I love the interplay between these like kind of CCR type like thin riffs that you got in the intro here. That's a great way to start it, and then coming in with like the beefy riffs. I think, the one thing I would say is that, and this is really just like a small little thing, but I feel, Willem, like you could maybe bring the guitar riff energy up a bit, maybe the bass up a bit too. The drum, by the way, you did a great job with the drums, and that's like they sound exactly like they should. I just feel like the drum energy is there, and maybe a little bit more out of those guitar, like the slinky riffs, not the not the intro riffs, but like the main riff. Like I feel like it needs a bit more body to match the drum energy. But I'm talking about like a small difference. That was my gut reaction to hearing it. But otherwise, I think you did a great job with this. The arrangement is awesome. The ideas are great. Just simple and effective. Excellent work, man. Okay. Thank you so much, Gareth. Oh, and Dave Croft's in the house. Welcome, Dave. Big shout out to 52 Qs. Awesome to have you here. And okay, who do we got next? I think it's Gareth's track. Okay, cool. Excited for this one. Let me see. I think Gareth sent me some notes. This is a track called Cyberlink Protocol. Very cool name. Wanted to create a kind of futuristic sci-fi inspired rock track, something that might work well in a sci-fi film or game like Cyberpunk. Plugins used were mainly the session guitars from Native Instruments and Easy Drummer. Okay, awesome. Here we go. Heck yes. Hell yes. That was awesome. Yeah. As Catalan said, totally badass. Gareth, I love this, man. This is a great mix. Super high octane energy. I love it, man. I love this, like, just this filthy bass intro right here. So cool. Okay, so wait, are you telling me this is all guitar VST? Sounds really good, man. You did a great job with the programming. The drums, I love it. I love all the like the programming of the drums, the fills, the detail you put into it. Yeah, totally. Like Arco said, the breakdown was awesome. And yeah, is it like it's all VSTs? That's awesome, man. Which guitars? You said the session guitars from Native Instruments. You're talking about like the Sunburst Deluxe, or the what's the other one? The Picked Electric. Not the Picked Electric. The that Stratocaster one. Why can't I think of anything right now? But yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. It totally has like gamer vibes to it, I think, for sure. And yeah, I just love that. I love that bass. That bass tone you got is killer. Let us know in the comments which electric guitars VSTs you were using. I'd be curious to know. Yeah, all of them I use. Okay, cool. Arco says Easy Drummer is great. I use it with my electric drums for better sounds. I don't use Easy Drummer, but I've heard it's great. I use Addictive Drums, and they got some like a bunch of MIDI like drag and drop things that I use for like arrangement sometimes. But yeah, drums are tough with rock music, but I feel like that mix was an excellent example of getting that rock drum sound. Nice work, Gareth. Very, very cool. Okay, moving on. We got a track here from Blaz, and let's see what he's saying. Okay, this is a track called Speed. Blaz says, Steven, the inspiration for this track comes from your course Riff Rock and Chuck Berry. Cool. I'm a huge Chuck Berry fan, so I'm already going to like this. The guitar amps are from Scuffum Sigir. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Fuzz pedal is from Doom Plugs. Bass is DI. Drums from Easy Drummer. Some free samples are also used. Mixing plugins are Reaper stock plugins, also from TDR, VOS, Klangom, and Kilohertz. On the master is Ozone 9 Elements. All the best from Slovenia. Awesome. Thank you, Blaz. Let's give this a spin. Here we go. Nice work, man. Yeah, really, really cool. I love that. I think this is the one track that's kind of getting into that like that classic rock, that like blues classic rock vibe. And you do it really well. Super, super cool. I have to admit that like listening to the intro, it has such a trailer feel to it. It's like so intense with these hits. Like I didn't expect like the swung beat threw me for a curveball in a good way, but I didn't expect that the beat was going to go there. I thought it was going to be like a like halftime kind of feel to it, just from the way that these were kind of spaced out. I wonder if maybe you could kind of import some of these amazing like trailer hits and like transition points into other places in the arrangement, like a little bit more often, because it kind of had like it has a real switch energy once you get out of that like swung beat and into that breakdown. So yeah, it almost feels like you're going in a totally different direction there, but it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. I think I just like really enjoyed hearing those big hits, and it'd be cool to like maybe toss them into the arrangement, like maybe here or something. Well, I guess it is. It is right there. Maybe it's like a more often kind of thing. I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess you don't want to overdo it either. So maybe I'm contradicting myself. It's one of those things like if you put them in like every 4 or 8 bars, it would be too much, right? So it's difficult. I think that is what threw me off is that these are just so loud. Like like they're so punchy, these hits. Like they're so intense. But when we get to like these drums also feel like have a kind of a chill, laid back vibe to them too. Yeah, but you're adding in those hits there. So like that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this feedback. I'm going around in circles. I love it. I love it. That's all I'm gonna say. What are the folks in the comments saying? It's fire. Yeah, there you go. We got 6 fire emojis from Arco. That's a great way to sum it up. Awesome work, Blast. Thank you. Okay, next up we got a track from Emmanuel. See, this is what happens when I don't prepare for live streams. I'm like, I maybe don't give I don't have the time to contemplate the best feedback. It's like off the cuff, which is maybe a good thing and maybe a bad thing. I don't know. Emmanuel, we got a track here called, do we have a name for it? Rock One. All right. This is my first time producing a rock song. Awesome. Got a few first timers for the rock. Like that's what I love about these submissions. It's like if you're doing this for the first time and sending this in to showcase, then good for you. That's great. He says I used a free version of Shreddage 3. Oh yeah, cool. I know which one you're talking about. A bit of real guitar. I buried it in the mix because I'm not really good at playing. Scarby Rickenbacker bass and mixed and matched drums from Splice. Excellent. Okay, let's give this a spin. Here we go. Damn. Super stylish. I love that filthy, slinky riff. Dude, Emmanuel, you killed it. This for a first time. This is absolutely fantastic. How about that really vibey breakdown? I love this part. I had to give that a replay. That is so cool. Really, really vibey. You know what? This track reminds me of that band Kasabian. You guys remember them? Early 2000s, like rock band. I think it's that drum beat, like that kind of like almost like hip hop type drum beat underneath the slinky riffs. There's a few spots where like the snare gets like a little bit subdued, buried. I feel like you could find a sample to maybe get that snare to snap a bit more. And yeah, there's a few spots where it's like a little muddy and stuff. You can maybe use a bit of cleanup. Maybe like cut some frequencies here and there for like some buildup. But overall, man, like if that's your first time making a rock track and it's mostly VST guitars too, like that's really, really cool. Most of all, I think my favorite part of it is just that riff. Boom, bam, 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 bam. That's so cool. That's super vibey, man. Love it. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. You rock. Next up. Next up, we got a track from, I think this is Chad Kaya's track. Let me find his comments. Yeah, we got a track here from Chad called Sonic Boom. He says, here's my track for the Rock Challenge. It's a metal version of Guile's theme in Street Fighter. You guys played Street Fighter growing up? Hell yeah. Love that game. I always loved the music on his stage. I actually recorded it about 6 years ago and had my buddy record drums on it. Oh, cool. I re-recorded all my parts and remixed it for fun and for this challenge. I know I wouldn't be able to license it as it's not my music, but I just wanted to practice. I had a pretty hard time mixing this one. I tried to get out as much of the harshness as I could, but it's still a little rough. Definitely didn't come out exactly how I was hoping for, but I did my best. Anyway, I hope all is well. Looking forward to your feedback. Okay, great. Got some Street Fighter vibes coming up. Here we go.
Round one, fight!
Holy cow, man. I'm at a loss for words. That is just absolutely awesome. Oh, Chad, thank you for bestowing your talents upon this live stream. That was so good, man. That was so cool. I just got nothing but praise. What a cool mix. The solo work, the lead guitar work is fantastic. Just super crunchy and just hard hitting, man. The drum programming is great. Loved all those push notes with the drums. Exciting, man. Yeah, how about that acoustic breakdown? It was so good. Okay, man. Yeah, you know what? This may be very nostalgic for the days of like going to the arcade in like the mid 90s with my older brother, playing Street Fighter, playing Mortal Kombat. Those were the golden years. And this is just such a great tribute to that time, man. This is awesome. What a great way to end this. I guess I'll show you guys the track that I'm working on. I feel bad. I honestly feel bad having not fully completed it, and considering the amazing submissions today, you guys just totally brought it. I really appreciate all of you guys who put the time into this one. Let me pull up this session. This is something I was working on last night, and I got to admit, it's got a long way to go. And also, I could very well end up crashing this live stream by doing this, but we'll see. See what happens. Give me 1 second here. Make sure I do this right. Okay, here we go. Don't crash. All right, we'll save this. Oh, now you guys can see my schedule for the month and all the things. Okay, blank screen. Very exciting. Loading. Is it going to work? We're still good. Maximum CPU power. Oh, okay, we're good. Okay, so this is a mess. I'm going to do a little mix in real time here. So you guys usually see my sessions all organized and stuff, and this is something, I just started working on late last night. And this is about, I tried to power through it. Probably spent 2 hours on it. Let's see where we're at here. I'm probably going to turn these drums down. That's going to be too loud. I know it. Here we go. Do a slow fade out. Real time fade out. That's all I got. I put that riff down as sort of a placeholder. So what I kind of plan on doing is like varying the lead guitar in the riffs. Now that you all know my schedule, we'll you know that I have some time this week to work on it and finish it. Thanks, Gareth. It's laid back for sure. It's supposed to be kind of like, slinky, chill, kind of sexy feel to it. Hey, Andreas is in the stream. What up? Missed the live stream. Last thing I heard made me feel like Ken or Ryu. Yes, absolutely. Totally. Did you play the guitar in real time? Well, yeah, I just kind of like, the lead guitar is me. And I just kind of like did it in chunks, as you can see, because it's all chopped up. And then I just repeated it for now as sort of a placeholder. So you're hearing like the main riff, but I got to add some like variation to it, and maybe come up with like a B like, or a breakdown riff or something like that. What I spent most of the time with, and I still haven't got it right, is like getting these bass notes to kind of work together. Oh, now we can't even hear it. Oh, that's because I turned the volume down. I did a fade, real-time fade. Here we go. So yeah, again, those aren't quite right. I'm trying to have like a real like sidechain compression feel to them. One of them is using the Unity trailer synth, and another one is a sample from Splice. It kind of works, but it's just not quite there. The drums also there's probably a little bit too much going on. And one of the things I'm doing is like using this rock kit. I got an Addictive drum kit loaded up here. I can't remember which one, probably the Fairfax kit. And then yeah, some samples from Circle's Dead, which is the first thing I did. And then yeah, added all of these samples in, which are just like stomps and claps and stuff like that. So it's pretty simple. There's really not much to it. And it's got a ways to go, but I think it could work. I'm like stoked on the idea, but it needs development. I ambitiously thought that last night I could get like the whole thing done and be ready for this challenge. But yeah, that was a bit foolish to think that. And realistically, it usually takes me at least a few days to really kind of get a track to where I like it. And, a few days meaning spend like an hour or two here and there working on it, because you got to refresh your ears. I think that's the one thing for me that I realized the most, is that like I can't really get a track done start to finish ever because of listening fatigue. Like just listening to this now after having worked on it last night, I hear it in a totally new way. So that's kind of like a thing that I deal with. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys finish tracks just like in one sitting ever? I mean, I rarely ever do that anymore. I don't think I've done that in like over a year. I used to back in the Motion, like when I was submitting to Motion Array, like constantly, I would just finish a track from start to end in like a 4-hour sitting. But I find that really exhausting to do these days. I just can't do it anymore. And I think that's because I'm doing so many other things that like my brain just gets fried from sitting in front of a screen for hours and hours. So that's sort of like what I'm dealing with these days. But yeah, thanks for listening, guys. And I'll update the Academy when that track is finished. And yeah, I'll let you know how it goes. I was also filming myself creating it, thinking that maybe it could work for a rock course update. I'm not totally sold on that idea just yet, but yeah, thanks, Andreas. He says I can feel where this go. Yeah, totally. It's got somewhere to go. I haven't exactly figured it out yet, but it'll go somewhere. Anyway, I guess that's it for today. That was super fun. And it went a lot better than I thought, for being totally unprepared and dealing with technical issues right before the live stream. But I'm glad this actually worked this time. It went live on YouTube properly. That's cool. And I'm going to go have some breakfast. I got to eat something. I feel like I say that every single live stream. I'm always scrambling to get it all working together the morning of, and then I'm like, oh, I'm really hungry by the time it's over. That's my thing. That's a good way to close off every live stream. I'm hungry. Breakfast time. Okay, wherever you guys are in the world, I'm sending you lots of love. Thank you so much for doing such an amazing job today, and for sending your tracks along. It was a pleasure to feature all of them, and I'm going to start thinking about the next challenge. And yeah, hopefully for those in the academy, you'll see a lot of improvements over the next month. Some cool things are in the works. So keep being awesome. Stay strong. Keep composing, and keep working hard. You guys rock. Excellent. All right. Just reading the comments. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Willem. Appreciate your dedication as well. Okay. Rock on. Doing the rock symbol. Love you guys. Peace.